Hello everyone, today I would like to share how to give internet access by using PPPoE server from the internet service provider. In this video, I will share how to create internet service provider network and how to install OSPF, how to uh, how to create PPPoE server and how to access PPPoE server from the MikroTik client. Okay, let's do the go my project. I will open 192.168.80.129. This is my project. In this video, I will use this topology. In this video, I will show you how to configure OSPF in the service provider network, how to configure PPPoE server on MikroTik, how to configure VLAN, and how to configure trend PPPoE client, and how to access the fallout from OSPF network and the failover testing using OSPF method. Okay, let's do the steps. For example, in this video, this MPT and Oridu is the service provider operator network. These are the ISP network and the second customer network. In ISP network, we can do the configuration, OSPF and PPPoE service and TrendLink and VLAN, something like that. We need to do. In this part for the OSPF, in OSPF R1 and R2 and CX region, I will configure OSPF area 0 and courses, and the CX I will configure area 1. Distribution switch and access between the distribution switch and accessor, I will configure TrendLink, and the distribution switch and the PPPoE server I will configure the TrendLink. PPPoE server will be work as a set interface like the router on a stick. He will separate VLAN set interface in Cisco. You can configure interface, for example, interface Ethernet 0/1 dot or blah 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 blah, something like that. I also create PPPoE server in the MikroTik. I also used a sub interface. I will allow in this TrendLink VLAN 775. For the VLAN 775, I will choose for the PPPoE server. Okay. In this left, the link between the MPT and the R1 link, we need to do the configuration point-to-point link and need to route default route from R1 to the operator network, and also R2 like that. We need to configure. In this R1 and R2, where we do the netting translation, and course and R1 and R2 will be OSPF, and CX and DS will be area 1 as well as OSPF. Okay. In R1 and R2, no need to do the DRBDR election for the course network because they are the different network. Okay, let's do the stat. Shall we configure in this left? Okay, I will configure on courses is facts. Let's do the stat. CX. Let me open the router and search. Firstly, I will configure in the ISP network OSPF protocol. I will configure first. Okay, configure T sorry, and where. In this left, I will use two vendor. First vendor is the Cisco and the second vendor is the microdit. For the PPPoE circuit, I use the microdit and uh, ISP. For the ISP network, I use the Cisco layer 3 and layer 2 and a router, source and router. Okay, I will use for the failover testing. If R1 is down, the traffic where we go R2. If R1 is react, traffic or where we go normally from R1 to internet. I means the R1 is the main link and R2 is the backend link. Okay. I will configure ISP network OSPF routing. Okay. Let me check facts interface IP address. Config T do show run IP interface brief by h2 and assign. Okay, do show IP interface brief by h2 and assign. Okay, this one is 10.0.11.2 set 13 network and 0 set 1 12.2. Okay, if so, I will run OSPF router OSPF process ID is 10. For the best practice, we need to choose router ID. I will choose router ID 10.10.10.10 for the course because course is the main. If we use the DR VDR election, course must be DR. That's why I choose the higher router ID. As you know that for the router ID choosing process, firstly router ID choose the priority. If priority is equal, we can choose next IP address, higher IP address. In IP address, we have two options. First is the loopback, and another one is the physical interface. If loopback is included, we can choose automatically higher IP address from loopback address. If not include loopback address, OSPF can choose for the router ID in physical interface. In this process, I do manually router ID 10.10.10.10. Okay. Okay. If so, we need to do the network on the OSPF process. We need to announce network on the OSPF process. We in my in the process for the process of OSPF operation, we need to do announcement. First announcement under the OSPF process, and another one is the OSPF under the interface. Okay, in this two option, I will choose second option. Second option means that I will be run OSPF process on the under the interface. Okay, Ethernet 0/0 and Ethernet 0/1 maybe OSPF 0. Okay, interface range ETA 0/0-1 IP OSPF 10 area 0. Okay, interface ETA 0/2. For this link, I will choose area 1 and be OSPF 10 area 1. Okay, for this case, we don't need to choose DRVDR election because these links are point to point. That's why we need to reduce type 2 LXC. Type 2 LXC means generated by the DRVDR router. That's why we don't. In this case, we don't need to choose the DRVDR election. That's why we can reduce type 2 LXC. Okay, if so, I will change to reduce the type 2 LSA IP OSPF network point to point. Okay. Okay, I will move to the R1 and R2 to show IP interface brief by exclude and assign. Okay, we can run router OSPF 10 router ID. This is the best practice. I can choose 1.1.1.1 Interface it is user 1. I will run on the specific interface. IP OSPF 10 area 0. Okay, next one R2. Router OSPF 10 router ID 2.2.2.2 interface it is user 1 IP OSPF 10 area 0. Okay, in this case we can check on the core search. Do show IP OSPF neighbor. We can find it two neighbor 1.1.1 from that R1 and 2.2.2 from that R2. In this case we can find the BDR two BDR. Some of the people record that, note that, how to say that, some of the people noted that DRBDR election depends on the area. In my understanding, we don't need to think DRBDR is not depends on area. DRBDR is depends only on network type, because this is the OSPF network. But we can find two BDR. If DRBDR depends on area, we don't need to see. We cannot see two BDR. We can see just only BDR, and another one is the other. That's why I say DRBDR is depends on the physical interface. DRBDR is only depends on the network. In this case, we have two network type. Okay, if so, if DR and BDR is for this network, DR is this one, BDR is this one. For this network also, DR is this one, BDR is this one. That's why we don't need to choose. We don't need to choose DR BDR election. If so, I will change the network type. Okay, interface ETA user interface range ETA user 0-1 IP OSPF network 521. Okay, neighbor will be down. I will change also R1 and R2 IP OSPF network. I will change also R2. Okay, will be full state. Okay, we can check on the CX show IP OSPF. Show IP OSPF neighbor. Okay, neighbor state is full state, no DRBDR election because network type is point to point. Okay, if you want to note the OSPF routing protocol, well, you can learn on the OSPF tutorial. Later I will explain I will create OSPF tutorial step by step. Thank you. Okay, I will also run on the distribution search. To show RAM IP, to show IP interface brief by exclude and assign. Okay, router OSPF 10 router ID 3.3.3 interface it is user 0 IP OSPF 10 area 1 IP OSPF network 521. Sorry, 521. Okay, neighbor is app. In this DX, this part I'm already ran on the OSPF the whole network. That's why I need to do the next step. Okay, in DS we need to create the VLAN. I will create VLAN 775. VLAN 775 I will use for the PPPoE server. PPPoE. Okay, VLAN 775. Either 0/1 is the trend link. I will allow VLAN 775 on this link, and either 0/2 also trend link. I need to allow VLAN 775. Okay, interface it is just level 1 support tran encapsulation .1q support mode tran interface it is just level 2 support tran encapsulation .1q support mode tran long VLAN 775. Interface it is just level 1 support tran long VLAN 775. Okay, if so, I will choose for the IP address. For the PPPoE IP address, I choose 10.0.0/21. That's why I will assign IP address 10.0.0.2 on the VLAN 775. The interface VLAN 775. IP address 10.6.0.1. Sorry, 255.248.0. No share. Okay. I will also run interface VLAN 775. I will also OSPF enter the interface VLAN 775. IP OSPF 10 area 1. Okay, we can check in R1 show IP OSPF show IP route OSPF. Okay, we can see one route 10.0 13.0 10.0.0.0 10.0.0.0 for PPPoE 10.0 for this link between the CX and a DX. In this R1 can see as OIA. OIA means the OIA appear due to the different area route. Okay, DX process also complete. If so, we can go to the PPPoE server for configuration. Okay, PPPoE server 32776. Okay, for the management, I choose either 2 and either 1 for the PPPoE server. Okay, I will for management, I will request DHCP client from either 2 IP DHCP client add interface ETH2 disable node IP ADD friend. Okay, we can manage from this IP address. Okay. Okay, this is the PPPoE microdit. That's why I will change the name from the identity system identity PPPoE underscore server. Okay, firstly, let me explain. In PPPoE server, where we create on the VLAN 775. VLAN 775 will be carry either one lane and then to the microdit client. This is the customer network. I will from the customer where we request here PPPoE account traffic where we go to the AS on the AS we will create VLAN 775 and then VLAN 775 to the PPPoE server ID. That's why. Okay, I will go to I will create bridge 1. Bridge name is the LAN for customer 1. Okay, which port either 1. Okay, we will create VLAN name is VLAN 775 VLAN ID 775. Okay, interface we can choose bridge port LAN. Okay, apply. Okay, I will choose the name FTTH underscore CUSTOMER. Okay, I will add the IP address. I will get IP address 10.6.0.1/21 and VLAN 775 interface. Okay. Okay, this is the PPPoE, not PPPoE. Okay, now I will create PPPoE subnet PPP. PPP. Firstly we need to choose. We need to create the IB pool. IB pool folder. Why we create the IB pool? You can ask me. Because we need to do the. We need to configure the IB pool because PPPoE customer need to get the IP address as of DHCP client. That's why we need to create the IP pool or DHCP. Okay, in this tutorial, I will create the IP pool. Okay, pool name FTTH underscore CUS to a customer address 10 dot address me. I can create range 10 dot 6 dot 0 dot 11 to 10 dot 6 dot 7 dot 200. Okay, in this case we can choose the DHCP IP range. Apply. Okay. Okay, we can next step we need to create a profile plus button generate FTTH underscore CUSTOMER customer local address. We can choose 10.6.01 remote address. We can bind FTTH customer. Okay, DNS server 8.8.8.8. Sorry, 8.8.8.8. 8.8.4.4. Okay, we can stick on the only one. Yes. Apply. Okay. Okay, this is the profile. Another one we need to do the create the profile for the internet service. For example, customer want to get the internet bandwidth with 2 meg. That's why I will create 2 meg profile. 2 meg profile. Local address 10.6.01. Remote address FTTH. Sorry, I will choose the down arrow. FTTH. Okay, it means a limit to m in this box you can calculate 2 meg THI limit. I will choose I will type 2 meg and 2 meg for example. Okay, only one. Yes. Apply. Okay. Secret. No, another one is the PPPoE server. Subnet 1 ISP underscore FTTH underscore CUSTOMER interface VLAN 775. Okay, another one on one session per host. Okay, apply anywhere. Okay, okay, we can see that. Okay, next one secret. If you have the radius server, you can choose PPP authentication, use radius. In this case, I'm not use radius server, that's why I'm gonna configure for this case. Okay, I will use manually. For example, name AAA, password AAA, subnet type PPPoE, profile to my profile. Apply. Okay, just example. Okay, another one we need to do the DNS subnet. DNS 8.8.8.8 8.8.4.4. Okay, this is the complete batch. We need to accept from R1. Normally that R1 cannot pin to the 10.6.0.1 because there's no routing. Okay, let me show 10.6.0.1 cannot pin. Okay, for this case we need to run routing on the PPPoE server. Okay, shall we choose routing OSPF area? Okay, area. This is the area 1 network. That's why I choose the area 1. Area 1. area ID 1. Apply. Okay. Network. Push network 10.6.0.0/21 area 1. And choose this one. Okay. Okay. You can see I will pin again from the EVR1. Oh, okay. Successful. 75 packet 800% successful. That's why we can choose. We can do from the R1 to the PPPoE server connection is okay. And next step. Next step means for AS we need to create VLAN. Okay, that's why I will move to the AX EN config VLAN 775. Ethernet 0/0 is trailing. Interface it is 0/0. Support trend encapsulation .12 support mode trend. Interface support trend allow VLAN 775. Interface it is user 1 support mode access support access VLAN 775. Okay. I will request PPPoE service from MicroData client. I will move to the customer network. That's why I will open the MicroData 9 for the PPPoE client. Okay. 3277. Okay. I need to configure MicroData by GUI. That's why I need to request DHCP for management. Interface IP DHCP client at interface ETH3 D7 no IP ADT frame. Okay, 131 I can configure. Okay, 131 PPP. Okay, let we request the one. Okay, can you work? Username is AAA, password is AAA. This AAA from PPPoE server we already create on the PPPoE server and the secret tag. That's why we can choose AAA. Okay, apply. Oh, status connected. If so, this is the PPPoE is okay. Okay, if so, can we pin to PPPoE is okay. We can pin from MicroData 9 to the R1 IP address. Let me check. Pin 10.0.11.1. Oh, 12.1. This is the R2. Okay. But they cannot go to the internet because we need to configure on R1 and R2 netting operation. That's why we can go to the R1 and R2. For the R1, I will configure access list IP access list extended NAT underscore ACL permit IP. I will permit just only PPPoE IP address range. Permit IP 10.6.0.0.0.7.255 any. Okay. Interface it is /0 and will configure netting process. Interface is 0. This is leading to the MBT. That's why I will choose IP NAT OUT outside. Interface it is /1 IP NAT inside. Okay. IP NAT inside so leaks and AT underscore ACL interface it is /0 overload. Okay, this is the operation. Okay, from R2 I would copy from R1 show run by session IP and ACCESS leaks. Okay, I will copy because these are the same on R2. Okay, interface it is /0 IP NAT outside. Interface it is /1 IP NAT inside. IP and it inside, so leaks et underscore ACL interface it is useless 0 overload. Okay, but they cannot go to the internet because in R1 and R2 need to do the route config T and be route 0.0.0.0.0.0.0 gateway X uh, gateway is 195.0.0.1 for R1 and be route 0.0.0.0.0.0.0.6.0.0.1. Okay, but customer cannot get the internet access because and NCX, DX, and ES have not the for route. Let me check on CX. Show IP route. You cannot see the for route. In ES, DX, show IP route. You cannot see the default route. Okay, if you want to go to the internet, you need to do the default route, CS, DS, and PPPoE server, and something like that. But we don't. This is not okay. That's why we need to configure from. We need to assign the default route from the OSPF network from R1 and R2. Okay, that's why I want to do the router OSPF 10 default information originate. Yes, let me explain for the always include or not. If you choose the always, we if R1, for example, if R1 have the default route, if you choose the always keyword, if R1 have the default route or not, they can assign default route to the OSPF network. If not include always keyword, R1 if R1 have default route, R1 can assign default route to the OSPF network. This is the difference. Okay, that's why I'm actually there. I will not type always keyword. Okay, on R2 also router OSPF 10 default information originate. Okay, let me check on the CX. We can see the two default route with low latency. Okay, we can we will do the failover situation and Nash back. That's fine. Okay, we will pin to the internet pin 8.8.8.8. Oh, okay, this is okay. Batch. This batch this router can go to the internet, but PPC cannot go to the internet because we need to assign DHCP server to the PPC. Okay, let me configure. Okay, IP. Sorry, bridge. Okay, port. Which port we were included? Either two. Okay, either two for the PPC. Okay, IP address for the LAN address 192.168.100.1/24 bridge. Apply. Okay. Okay, let me check. IP address is okay. DHCP server, DHCP setters, bridge. Next. Okay. Now for the netting, we will configure on the netting firewall NAT to get the internet. Our interface is the either PPPoE1 Asian masquerade. Okay. Let me open the PPC 32778 IP DHCP requesting to the DHCP IP DHCP. Okay, 192.168.100.254. Let me explain the for the microdata nature. As per microdata nature, for the DHCP network, where we assign the leg sign B 192.168.254. Okay, pin 8.8.8.8. Oh, good. Connection is successfully. We can trace TICE trace 8.8.8.8. Oh, alternated 195, 196, 195. This is the balancing. That's why we need to play it on R1 and R2 by R1 is the main, R2 is the package. That's why we need to configure matrix OSPF matrix by assigning the for out. Okay, therefore information originate. Okay, I will show you on CX. This is the AD value and this is the matrix. I will increase for the one for the 1x.0.0.1 network. I will increase matrix 10 from R2 matrix 10. Okay, let me check on the CX. We will see one deferral. Okay, if R1 down, R2 will be automatically replaced instead of R1. Okay, I will trace again 105. Second time 105. Okay, let me pin to the continuous pin 8.8.8.8 dash T. Oh, sorry. Okay, pin test. I will down the interface 0/1 on R1. Interface ETA 0/1 shut. PPC will be timed out. Please wait a little second. Because we OSPF have the hello interval that interval. That's why we need to wait this timer. Okay, on CX you can just R1, okay. Status down, never stated down on CX. Not change. Status 1. Okay, here can you see 10 metric ton. Okay, VBC will be also right. Okay, let me trace TIC 8.8.8 1x.0.0.1. If you want to more quickly up and down situation, you need to change the hello interval and the interval in each order and go source. Okay, we will reopen new share. Show and mirror. Okay. Okay. R1 will be replaced instead of R2. BBC also trace again -5. Okay. Let me conclude. This is the successfully left. Okay. In this tutorial, you can see you have got the knowledge OSPF the forward or OSPF multi-area, PPPLAN, PPPoE server on microtape, and PPPoE server or PPPoE client on microtape. How you will know ISP network how to do the PPPoE subnet. How to in customer point of view, you can see how to get internet service by using PPPoE server. Okay. In this video, you can gather more knowledge. I hope that in this video can give you so many knowledge to you. Maybe like how to configure internet service on internet service provider and how to get internet access from the client. Client means the customer service. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you.